Hello everyone, welcome to today's Daily Source with myself, Mr. Noah Hammond. This is the show where I meditate for a few hours and then I tap in and give myself the guidance that I most need to hear, and I share it with all of you. Then at the end I pose a powerful question to ponder, something for me to take away and go kind of contemplate, but you may also choose to ponder. So welcome, especially if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Let's tap in and see what's coming through today. So what do I most need to hear for my highest good and for the highest good of all other beings involved? It's weird. It's coming through like a feeling today. It's like life can be lived like waves on the ocean, right? The waves on the ocean are always going up and down. They're coming in and out. There's low tide and there's high tide. And as foolish as it would be to complain about low tide every day, it's foolish to complain about low moments in your life. And as silly as it would be to celebrate high tide every single day, it's almost equally silly to celebrate those high moments in your life. There's a power that comes in the equanimity that arrives when you recognize that life is this wave, this flow, this in and out, up and down, and it goes both ways. So being attached or overly attached to one of the directions is ultimately a fool's plan. And it might feel counterintuitive to not focus on and strive for the good and to strive for achieving happiness and consistent joy and all those things. But the catch-22 or the funny truth is that the consistent joy, the consistent peace, the consistent happiness that all human beings naturally want is actually available to you once you release the need for being on the high, once you release the need for being at the top of that wave or having high tide or whatever you would call the wave being in its perfect form. Right? When you actually see the underlying truth and beauty in the low tide or in the downshift, in the low times, when you find the growth, the expression, the resources that become available to you in those times, that's when you become, that's when you achieve the goal that all human beings are really seeking. And hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Mostly for these shows, I'm just going to keep in the stream, but I welcome your comments and I thank you guys for being here. Okay, cool. So what else do I need to hear today? So recognizing this truth, it's kind of like looking for what is your line through the middle of it all? What is your access point to presence and to recognition of divine perfection in every moment, regardless of the occurrences, the fluctuations, the inevitable ever changelessness of the world around you. Because the only truth of this world is that it's ceaselessly changing, that everyone you ever know or ever will know will eventually no longer exist, including yourself. Everything you hold dear will eventually be gone. But there is a fundamental truth. You could call it love, you could call it beauty, you could call it God, you could call it peace, you could call it source, you could call it universe, you could call it Yahweh, you could call it the way, you could call it the force, you call it whatever you want, but there is one element that is ceaselessly unchanging, that is ever present, ever existing. And to get to know that element, to get to be present to that element, and to get to have a personal relationship with that element, that is your line through the ever-changing ups and downs, ebbs and flows of the rest of reality. Okay, anything else I need to hear today? No? All right, powerful question for today's daily source. How am I cultivating, and how can I continue to cultivate a deeper presence and truthful relationship with that line in between? Is there anything I can do to deepen that today? To become present to that in all that I do today? Okay. Well, I'll be pondering that. Thank you all for joining me. That's it for today's Daily Source. Sending you tons of love, tons of positivity, tons of good juju for your day. Make it an amazing one. Talk to you soon.